Adjustment. I apologize. I accidentally hit go live like right away. That's okay. We'll deal with it. And let me just fix a couple things. All right, so just want to say hey, this is Monique, Leslie, Misfit Crafter on all social media. And I just wanted to share with you some mini journals or mini albums that I finished recently. I'm just tightening you up because I'm afraid this is going to fall. I'm really sorry for all the wiggling. Let me do a little more adjusting for a moment. There, it should be a little better. So I apologize for the messy start there. All right, so I wanted to bring to you some mini albums that I finished recently. Trying to figure out like where to start from. There's so many. Okay, I'm gonna move this one. We'll probably save the biggest one for last, just because it's humongous and it takes up a lot of room. There we go. Okay, we'll probably start with this little dude here, and then I'm gonna go through each one because they're so cute. Okay, so this was the little one. I recently I haven't made like mini journals and stuff in so long. I just wanted to make a bunch of them. And of course, this is my favorite time of the year, Halloween season, fall and all of that. So I love making anything that has to do with Halloween. So I just went on YouTube, went crazy and got like every sample video for bases and things like that, to make all kinds of different little journals, experimenting here and there just to see what they would come out like. Um, because I love these. I love making these because they're so much fun and you could do so much with them. So this is one that I made, and I have to apologize. For the most part, I cannot remember everybody that I watched videos on because some of them I kind of mix and matched who I watched and got ideas from. Um, so some of them were a little bit uh, put together from different ideas, except for some of the bigger ones. I did uh, watch some certain videos for those. Um, I'm sorry, I'm all over the place right now. I'm just trying to fix this real quick. There we go. That's better. Um, so some of my main tutorials came from Rosa Kelly scrapbooking or Rosa Kelly design scrapbooking, especially the big one, Rosa Kelly, sorry. And so that's where like most of the ideas came from, if I'm not mistaken, probably all of them, mostly. But we'll find out for sure. Uh, if you recognize them, if you happen to know. But I mean, I'm sure a lot of these are designs that have been used many, many times over, different ideas from different people, and we all gather from each other. So I do apologize, like, if I'm not giving like exact credit to who did them, but yeah. Okay, so I'll start with this little itty bitty guy that I really liked. I was kind of surprised. At first, I was a little mad about one thing I did, and I'll show you. But it's just a little cute guy here that sits, I want to say, let's see. This guy's tiny. He's about 5 inches by about a little over 4 inches or about 4 inches. And I'm not going to be stubborn. I'm going to put my glasses on. Here we go. So I just added a really cute little ribbon to it just to tie it up. Probably got it from Michael's years ago or from a swap or something, but I really like it because it's trick or treat. It's all nice and bright. This one kind of has a fun little Halloween theme. I used my stash like crazy. For the most part, most of these books were made using my stash because I love Halloween, so I always have stuff. I am always gathering Halloween bits, always. It's just something that I do the most. And gosh, I don't know. I apologize that this camera holder keeps sliding. This is a good one too. Let's see if I can adjust it to get it to hold better. That's better. Okay, I think that's better. That should hold. Hoping it doesn't keep sliding. Yeah, I think that's better. Okay, so we'll take a look at it. This one says Happy Haunted Halloween. I want to say these are from EK Success. I couldn't even tell you what collection it was, but because it was so long ago. Um, and then there's some pieces from Brutus Monroe paper. Don't remember what that's from. That's from like Target this year. Just some random paper that I had that's kind of foiled. That's why it keeps giving a little bit more of like a cracky edge. I try to black it out, but it just keeps coming up cracked. But I like it because it gives it that nice vintagey feel at the same time. But it has this really nice foil paper on it. Um, and most of this was done with the Brutus Monroe paper. So I really like this one, came out really cute though. So I just put like a little tombstone tag right here that I got one of my paper pads. What I do usually when I have something like this is I put, if you can see it just a little bit on the side, I get just fun foam or craft foam and cover the entire back so it's nice and solid, especially when if you want to write on it instead of just using little foam dots or something. But I always like to put like a little title plate or something in there, like a name plate. I kind of left these blank just so that whoever ends up with this book can cover this or not cover this if they want to. Because the graphics are really cute. I love, love, love this bat. It's too cute. So this one you just kind of pop out like this, and there's a little section here and some little sections here. So we'll start with this back cover section right here. This one's just a little flip up, just with some little spots for photos or journaling, whichever you'd like. They come out with 3 little different sizes and everything here. And then on this side, what I did was put a little pocket, and in that little pocket, I filled it with all kinds of little titles and things that you can use to put on this side. So, for instance, you could go and grab one of these guys out and, add your title here, add it here, add it wherever you want. Oops. So that way you can make it, your own. But whenever I make the books, I kind of don't like to over embellish it or over title or anything like that, so that way whoever ends up with it can, do their own thing with it. So I always like to include like a bunch of little titles and things like that that you can use. But it's just a little pocket, a little flap for the pocket. I tell you, I love this bat, so cute. There's just one little flap up right here, so you can add something here. So there's that side. And then over here, same thing. So this is just held together here with a little magnet. And this pocket, some of them kind of fell in, is again stuffed with, just stuffed with more titles and headers and different things to be able to decorate the book with. And it's pretty packed actually. Some of them kind of slid down in there. But I like these ones because these ones are all laminated. This book's very more shiny paper, laminated type of things, but really cute with little titles and things like that in here that you can use. Piece of lint right there. It's driving me crazy. And then you can open this up, and there's just 2 little cute flaps here, so you could add titles here and some photos in here if you want to. And then over here, if you open this one, the easiest way to show you is to pop it out this way. But you see it has like a little Halloween like pop-up that I love. But you can add your own little title thing in here, and that closes back up. I love it. It's too cute. And then, of course, like I said, come back over here, and there's another little spot here. So you have this side that does the little pop-up, and you have this side with all your little bits in it. So this is a fun, just little quick one that I made. I really like this one. I think I'll make it again. The only thing that I got a little mad at myself for doing was if you make your own books, I didn't quite, it still works, it's fine, the only person that really notices me because I made it. But the hinge parts were a little too close together, so it was a little too stiff for me. I didn't like how it came out stiff in my eyes. I think it came out stiff because this should sit a little bit easier. But other than that, that was it. And then there's just the back, really cute. I got something. No, I just cracked my nail. But the back sits really cute, just with the little hinges and stuff. So I like it. It's cute, fun, just a little coffee table book or a brag book to send to the grandparents or whatever. So this one's really cute. Just for some little pictures for maybe Halloween night, things like that. And it just has a cute little ribbon. Tie that better. And put that back. I like pull it right down there. So that was a cute little fun one that I made. And then the second one that I made, and sorry. Yes, you're hearing me file it because if I don't file it, the first thing I always do is scratch myself. I end up with a big scratch on myself like a dumb butt. All right, so here's the second one I made. I love these candies. I got these on Etsy, and I gotta remember the store that sent them to me. I'm trying to think of the store that sent them to me. I want to say, I think it's Kawaii Supplies or something like that on Etsy. But I got them along with like a bunch of little like shaker bits and stuff like that. And I just got these really cute little candies. I thought they were so cute, and they're flat back. And because this one has like a lot of candy theme, really fun themes. Again, I can't tell you what collection exactly these were from, but these are from two different EK Success, I believe EK Success, older collection from I don't even know when. I've had it for so long. Did the same thing with this. Is I covered pretty well with the foam tape. I use foam tape, but I still use on top of the foam, or not even foam tape, like the fun foam. I'll use foam glue and acid. It's always an acid-free glue, so everything I use is always acid-free so that everything lasts you forever. But I like this one. I love this cover spine. This set, I want to say, was a recollection set. No, this is a DCWV set. But I love this little candy. It's that laminated enamel type of paper with some glitter papers and some flat, so some chipboard and glitter. I love this paper. This is Cricut paper, and I just inked the edges a little bit just to give it a little dimension. So that one's really cute. And then this is just some seam binding ribbon that I got. It's a silk seam binding that I love because I got it in a gray instead of a white, but I dye it like all kinds of colors. This one did come in gray though. So when you open this one, again, like I said, I love putting book plates. If you notice, this one is basically the same sort of like this one, but because they included different little versions, I guess, of the same parts. And in this one, I added just a little trick-or-treat strip down here. So like you could put a year or, family name or Halloween, whatever you want to put on that one. And then these little tickets actually just come right out. So if you want to use them for something, it says good for one trick, good for one treat, good for one donut, and good for one ice cream. I thought that was super cute. They're just sitting in there. They actually sit in there really good. I thought they were going to be falling out and stuff, but nope, they sit in there really well. So if you want to actually use them, really cute enamel paper. This one is a DCWV, I want to say DCWV paper pad collection. And I really like that one because, let me show you. That one's called Monster Movie. That one I actually have right here. I don't know if you can see it, if I have enough room for it, but it's called Monster Movie. I love this one because it's like the old-fashioned, like old-fashioned monster movies. It's all really cool, retro-y looking monsters and stuff like that. So I use some of that in here, which I really like. This one just says pumpkin everything, and it's got that cute laminated little pumpkin. So you could put papers, whatever you'd like. And then in each one of these, I only embellished a little bit. Again, I don't want to embellish a lot. This way you can do whatever you want with it. But in each one does have a little pocket. And this one I kind of wanted it to make it look like a monster chomped it out. But each one will, each pocket's going to have a little card like this that will have something where you can write on one side, and then an area that if you want to put a picture or something else on the other side. So each one has that. And I'm trying to remember where I got the tutorial for this particular book, which I really did like. The only thing that was a little bit, because you use like you use 12 by 12 sheets and you kind of like fold them up, kind of the way you do like the one page wonder and stuff like that. But some things would end up upside down. So you'll see what I did with some of the things that would have wound up upside down. So this one I just added from another paper pad, and this one is this one's this year's Recollection Halloween set. I loved them because it had panels that had these big 6x6 panels, which were really cute. And then again, there's just like a little tuck spot right here for some tags. This actually will have more tags in it. Anything that I ever make, I always give tons of things in the tuck spots. I was just trying to choose some of the other stuff I wanted to put in there so that it was really cute, because I wanted to still stay with the theme of the actual, like, actual album. Cannot talk today. And I like to sometimes leave things blank so that once you do use the tucks or, the tags and stuff that come in here, you can theme your little pockets and stuff like that. I like this one because the other side is just blank, so you can put whatever you want. But then this one right here, it says hand over the candy and nobody gets hurt. Love this one. This one, I want to say, is from an older EK Success collection. And if you know, the EK doesn't really make paper or anything like that anymore, which I'm really sad. They still make tools like crazy, but they stopped making paper pads. And this was from one that I hoarded for so long. And this year I said, I'm not going to hoard anymore. So I've been shopping my stash more than any time that I ever have before, so that way I just use everything up. And I'm not afraid to use it anymore, which feels great. And you see, this is from the Monster collection. I love just this old monster movie look. I haven't tried it yet, but I really want to try putting on 3D glasses to see what this looks like. And I have a feeling that some parts might be a little 3D-ish, because some of the prints kind of had that 3D red, green, or red, blue thing going on. I love this little skeleton. So I put a little pocket in here with some more little journaling cards and things like that you can use for whatever you'd like. Usually I'll put an extra layer on these so that you have something in the back, but I really like the way the back look. So I don't want to do that. And see how it has like 3D glasses. These are so cute. I love this whole monster collection. And then again, there is going to be a card in here with another little spot for you to put things on. I'm just going to put that in there. I promise you, it's not that difficult. I am so bad at things like that, like putting things back in or taking things apart or opening packaging. I don't know why I'm awful at it. So you can see, like, this is one of those spots. Yes, it's upside down. It really didn't bother me too much, except because more than likely this is going to be the spot you're going to put a nice big picture on, and it's really just going to look like an accent. But what I did on a lot of spots like that ended up upside down, you have this really cute 6x6 that I included in there. And then it has a little fold out, so you can put whatever you want, along with little stickers that you can put wherever you want. So it's really cute. So you end up with this nice big section to put photos, journaling, whatever you want to put in there. And then there's another little area right here that I covered. And like I said, I didn't cover all the papers, but I will show you what I'm giving you so that you can choose what you want to cover and what you don't. I'm telling you, I just love these scenes. Like, there's little skeletons and jack-o'-lanterns and, vampires and witches and these little houses and these little monsters. The scenes in these papers are so cute. These are teeny tiny little witches flying through the air. Here is another card. Love this little cute guy. And then in the back, where you can just put whatever you want. Watch. I'm telling you, I always have the hardest time with things like this. And they're not that hard. I'm telling you, they're really not. I just put a little plate right here on the corner so you can write whatever you want, dates, whatever. Um, and then here's another spot. I love this one. This, like I said, these are two separate collections. This is the monster one, and this is like this year's recollection Halloween. And a little flap out like that to put more photos and things in there. I love it's like a little monster party bash. It's so cute. Little eyeballs. I love it because it's all like so bright. Oh, I gotta put another card in here. There is one, but I remember I was gonna switch it out. So there will be a card in here, I promise. I didn't realize I didn't put it back in. So I apologize for that. I know it's right here. I love this one. This one was from another collection. I can't remember which one, but I loved them because there was 4 little scenes with these little skeletons like getting all dressed up for a party. This one's so cute because it has like the buttons and the cufflinks are little pumpkins, a little bat, like I guess corsage, putting on his bow tie, and another little flip out. And then these, I don't know if these were Project Life cards. I honestly couldn't tell you. But I thought those were cute. And a little tuck out right here. So there's a little flip out. I love these little one-eyed spiders, are too cute. And then, so there's another little spot right here with another pull-out card. You know what I'm wondering is if I doubled up one of these pull-out cards by accident. That one has Boo with all the candy, and then another little spot to put photos and things. And this is just black, gray on black spider web, so it's really clean, easy to put stuff on. That's in there. Another thing of spider webs, so it's all good. You said you thought it froze? No, not frozen. I love this one again. Like I said, this is the one that has like, it's on the cover or on the spine, but here's like the whole thing of it, the enamel, and then it's trick or treat, and it's just a little pop-up trick or treat, and then you have another little flip out right here, so you can put whatever you want in there. You have that, and then here's another one. I love these guys. These are just little skeletons. It's like tone on a lot of these, which I really like. And then here's another card pull out so you can put photos and things. Let's see. I always have a problem putting these, and they're really not that difficult. I don't know why. All right, and then here's another one. And then just the other side. Now, and then this is where I included tons of things for you to be able to finish decorating out the book however you'd like. So there are little tags in here like crazy. So you're going to get tons in this one because this book is pretty big, so that you could decorate however you want. A lot of these are double-sided, very, very cute. Just tons of little things in here. More of the little cards, so you can add them wherever you want. The one thing I also did include on this one, and you're going to get a little packet actually for this guy, but this one has a lot of little titles, so you can add to any of your pages, you know. So if you want to go in here, Pumpkin Patch Day, whatever, you can use any of these for adding titles to any of your pages. So there's plenty of titles in here to use. So if this is going to be your nice big Halloween book, you're going to have all these different titles in here and everything. And then, of course, you take this out and put whatever else you want in there. More photos, anything like that. But there's tons of things to decorate. Plus, not only are you going to get those, you're also going to get this pack more of decorations for the rest of it as well. One thing that I did was created some of my own embellishments. So these are actually my own embellishments. These were from like different paper pads and stuff like that. But these are a pack of my own embellishments that I made that I love. All these different cute little prints and stuff that I found that I have licensed for. And then you're also going to get a set of just pre-cut papers that match the rest of the book. Because the one thing I hate, and I do apologize, there was only one small bit left of this paper. And there is some more small strips of it in here. But the one thing I don't like is like if you get a book and someone used a paper, sorry for all the crunching. Um, but somebody used a paper that you can't find or you can't match, and it kind of is off from the rest of the album. So I like to include some papers that you can use that I used in the album already, so it's a little bit more matching. So if you are the one that gets this book, you get everything that's in here, all pre-made, super cute, front and back, but you also get this pack so that you can finish off the decorating however you would like. Like I said, because I don't know what photos you're going to put in here. I mean, I'm sure you're going to use it for photos, but if you want to use it just for journaling instead, you could definitely do that however you want. I always try to give as much ribbon as possible. With this little book, I am also going to include just a little strip of the ribbon. But that way, if you want to cut off the ends to use it for some other part, or you don't want it as big, but I always try to give you a lot. So that is that one. We'll put that one aside. Okay, now the big guy. I'm gonna move these guys out of the way because he is definitely the big guy. And let's do this. Okay, so as you can see, this is my very, very big, chunky, big chunk of an album. And I love this one. It's the first one that I made this chunky. I've never made an album this chunky. I've made chunky albums, which you will see in a minute, because I also like making junk journals. And I'll do a quick, there's a full video of this junk journal that I made that is also going to be available as well up on my website. All of these will be up on my website later. But this guy right here, and sorry, it's like kind of out of focus, but this is probably about as chunky as I've gotten in a while. And I'll show you a quick flip through on that one later if you want. But this is probably the chunkiest one I've ever made, but I love this one. This one was so much fun to make, but it did take me weeks, I'm telling you, to make this. Now, normally it probably wouldn't, but I was making it in stages, and I was making it together with the Rosa Kelly designs, or Rosa Kelly scrapbooking. She was doing a tutorial on making it and making each one of the signatures. So I wanted to stay along with the class because she was doing them live and it was fun. So, you know, if you ever made them, it's fun to do together instead. So this is the top view. As you can see, there's some really fun goodies that you're already probably seeing in here. This is the side view, and I chose not to really make a closure for this one. I really didn't want to wrap it with ribbon or anything, so there is no real closure on it, but it stays pretty well. It's not like it's going to open. It stands up on its own really well, and it's not like falling all over the place or anything. I'm right here like getting it. Here's the bottom if you want to see the bottom. Here's the front, which I love, absolutely love, because if you've ever been part of a swap or anything, you end up having all these really cute like titles and things that I've done with swaps. And I never know what to use them for. And this one came together really cool because I got this title in a swap. Couldn't even tell you how long ago, and I've always wanted to use it. And I was finally able to use it. I did a tiny bit of altering to it, just with some of the colors so that they match better with the book. But this one was part of a swap, so I was able to use it finally all rainbow. It matched perfectly with this paper that I used here. Some of this is Doodlebug. There's a lot of Doodlebug in this one. This is a mix and match of like everything in my stash. These are I want it to kind of look like a candy house, but not. So if you can see them, I know it's a little shiny. I'm trying to get the shine off, but made the little roof out of the same, the roof, the shutters, and the door out of the same side metal like foil paper that was on the first mini book that I showed you, and you'll notice some of the other things. The windows open really cute just to reveal these two little ghosts that are saying boo out to you. Really cute. I really love these bats. They're so cute. A few of the little different characters from the Doodlebug set. Used some beads for like little doorknobs and popped out the roof just a little bit. It's just popped out just a bit. So it's not like super high out, but it's pretty good. So you do want to be careful if you're going to put on a shelf or something like that. You're not going to want to like just slide it in. Some things might get knocked off. And then this is the really fun one is the spine. I love how the spine came out. And I don't know. I'm sorry if it's too close. I'm hoping you can see this okay. Um, but I really love the way this spine came out. I know it's huge. I don't remember where this little tag came from, but it was perfect too. It happened to be all nice in different colors. Then I made a little window in one of those little skeleton four-ups that I showed you on the other book. And I made a little window in there. So it is like a little shaker window. So it's kind of fun. You can shake it around. I'm trying to shake it a bit. Uh, and it's cute because he looks like he's holding the sign really cute. I love this one. Now, there is a spider that I accidentally knocked off the other day. I promise it will be back on there nice and new and you won't have any problems with it. But I did knock it off because I hit it kind of hard. It was so, I mean, it took pretty well. And then I love the edges. I don't know if you can see them. It has just a little cute like pom-pom edges, but they're the tiniest little pom-pom edges that I have with this ribbon. Uh, and it's cute because it's a wired ribbon. So if you want to ever like perk it up, you can just by going like that and it perks up all of the pom-poms really cute. So hopefully you can see that. I know it's huge. And then the back has a little just October 31st that I stacked. So it's almost like a plate and it comes out really cute. And you can see the edge really cute. And I love this one. It came out so cute. Okay. So it's one of those like, do I depart with it or do I, what do I do? But I will give it up. Okay. So let's go ahead and start taking a look. This one's like really chunky. I'm wondering if I need to lift you guys up just a little bit. I think I do. I apologize for all the moving that I keep doing to you guys. But I think this one requires a little bit of a lift up. Just a little. Let me tighten that so you don't go anywhere. All right, that might be just a little better. Yeah, I think that's a bit better now. Okay, so this one, like I said, is very chunky. I'm going to show you how everything works. And yes, I mean works. Okay, so when you first open this book, you're going to want to open it and kind of move it so it does lay flat, but these parts are going to kind of pop up a little, okay? So just keep that in mind if you get this book, if you're on one that ends up with this one. So on this side, I absolutely love that there is a little shadow box. So it's really cute if you want to just stand it on something by itself. There is a built-in shadow box, and I made the little crepe paper fringe all on the side. But I love the way the shadow box came out. There's a little ghost scene. If you saw my recent Instagram, I showed cutting this little fence out. This is the second fence that I cut out, but if you look at it, it is the tiniest little fence that I absolutely love. Hopefully that's focusing nicely. But it is the tiniest little fence that I cut on my Cricut. And if you can see it, I put a little bit of a paint to it, which is also on the box. It gives it this kind of bluish, purplish shimmer. But it's the tiniest little fence that I cut on the Cricut. I couldn't believe it came out so cute. And it's pretty stiff, so it'll hold on there pretty well. There's little ghosts in there. Some of those little candies again. Little skeleton and this tiny little bat and a tiny little tombstone in there. This is all just spider webs. Trick or treat with these little there's some little candy corns that I had my daughter make out of polymer clay. Next to that is a little kind of witch scene with a mini broom that I made. Little witch hat, a little spell salt bottle that I made, and a mini spell book that I also made. So this little guy, it doesn't open, but if you look at the top, you can see pages. There's actual pages in there and everything. This side, the little feline wicked, I love that hat. I'm trying to hold it so I can get it up there. But I made a little hat It came out really cute with this little cat. This was a little white Christmas tree that I made. Painted it and everything and added ornaments to it. Made this little jack-o'-lantern out of this like little bead that I loved. And then this one's just the 31st, so that you have that with a cute little candy background. All right, so we'll get started on the actual pages and how they all work. And yes, like I said, how they work. Okay, so again, you are going to get a little packet and you'll have like other bits and pieces throughout the book that you're going to get with this. And I'll show you these in a little bit and I'll show you why. But this one has a little pocket that you can add whatever you want to the pocket. This is held with a magnet just to help to hold that closed. You can pull this open and it's going to give you a cute little happy Halloween October 31st little flap out. So you have a title, you can add whatever you want here, just leave it as it is. This little guy, and I didn't want to add too much more to this because I wanted you to decide what you wanted, and I kept going back and forth on whether I was going to add something or not. But if you pop this out, this little guy pops in and out, and when you lay it, you can just lay it flat again. You kind of see him down here, but it pops out, and it's a little just kind of inked up with some white. But it's just two little areas where you can add photos, whatever you want for it to pop out. And then at the very top, you can add a title. So of course, like I said, I'm going to give you titles and things. So that's part of what is in here. You could put something like this, you know, you went out for caramel apples, movie time, if you want movies. So these are my own design, little embellishments that I'm including. Plus you're also going to get a pile again of other embellishments that you'll be able to use throughout the book. You always get like a pile of embellishments. Most of those are going to be in a bag for you though. I love this little scene down here of little just bats and things that were popped out here. This, I believe I cut, these were Cricut cuts and prints, I believe. Yeah, these were from the Cricut. So it was a little silhouette scene. I love it because I love the little skeleton. He's like missing a finger. But I thought that was so cute. And then when you close it, you just want to like kind of guide it for a second. But other than that, that's all you really need to do to it. Each one has a spot for a card again. So here's that little, that's the spirit. I love this one. And then you can put photo or anything in the back. And then you just slide it back on the side here. Okay. All right, and then we're going to turn it to this side over here. Now, this one is fighting a little bit. Now, there's one thing I wish I would have moved a little bit, so you'll always get it looking great, though. So this one is just a little wrap here. So you just undo this twine here, and I'm going to give you extra twine as well in your bag. So if you want to add it for anything else, whatever. This one pops open. Again, you put whatever title you want. Same thing at the bottom over here. You can add whatever you want at the bottom if you want to. I love all these papers and I love the way they came together, all pretty and with so much stuff. Okay, so this is the cute one. I love this design. And the reason is because this spins. So you can turn it either way. Okay. Which is really cool because these are little pop outs of different paper. And again, like I said, you're going to have a bunch of little titles and things and other stuff that if you want to add embellishments to different areas, you'll be able to. There's going to be so many embellishments that you can add. I always like to include tons of embellishments, but these little flap outs like this. So what's cool is that depending on the photo you have, and this is the last page, this is where it'll end. So if you have a photo that is, you know, this is landscape and you want it portrait, you can put a portrait one and it just turns with you. So it's there, which is awesome. And I will link when I'm done filming this because we are live. So anybody joining, thank you for watching. But I will link the tutorial for this one. I believe it was done in 4 parts, I want to say. from Rosa Kelly Design. She taught it in 4 parts, so I want to make sure she gets all the credit for this one. But this was like fabulous. It was so much fun to make. All right, so this other side, really fun. Every page is interactive in some way or another. So this one was really fun because you can, well, let's do this little part first. This actually, before I show you that, this folds out really cute, and you'll find out why this is kind of like cut weird, but you'll see in a minute why that's kind of cut funny. But this is the bottom. You could just add whatever you want to the bottom, but it is just a little flap out, and it stays in place pretty well, so there's nothing really holding it, because it stays pretty well on that one. Okay, so this one, you just twist this, and after you twist it, let me just kind of, I'm trying to get the best situation here for you to see this. I apologize, this is a bad setup today. But so you can open this several ways. So you can do it however you want. You could flip it open like this so you can get to reveal the inside. And the inside I just did a mismatch little sheet. The sheet was cut up this way. That's the way it was made. So it's really cute. And I think that was perfect for the inside. But this can actually pull out with a bunch of the panels. So there's 6 panels all together. I know part of it might be a little off camera, so I apologize. And then you have the other sides of the 2 flaps with other more panels. So you could add, little pictures going back and forth. If you have like an Instax camera or anything like that, you can add more just little embellishments along the way with little pictures or words, however you want to do it. And then it just closes back up. You just pull this over like that and it'll close it right up. Okay. And again, remember you have the little flip out right here, right? Okay, so it's a lot, but it's pretty cool. And then you have a little card, of course, and the back that you can put whatever you want. So you're always going to have a little slot on each signature. And the funny thing is this only has 3 signatures, but it has so much. Okay. Now this side over here, I can get it for you here. This part flips out. So this is held with a magnet like this, right? So you can put whatever you want, a picture saying whatever you want here. But that flips out like that, and there's just like a little ghosty saying hi over here, which I really like. I like the little ghosty that's just sticking out right here, right? So if you remember this paper from the other side, and you'll see why. I love this idea because basically if you have a really cool 12 by 12 sheet of paper that you really don't want to break up, this is how you use that. So you could make a full-on scrapbook page out of this if you wanted to, because it's a full sheet of 12 by 12 that fits in here. Okay. So if you turn it back to the other side and flip this out, that's your full sheet of 12 by 12 on this side. Totally brilliant. Now, the only thing is that the little tuck card does stick out just a little bit, but that's okay. If you don't want it in there, you can take it out and put something else, but I really like it because it's a full 12 by 12 sheet. Okay. So to close that guy back up, you just pop over here, you close the 2 panels, you close that up, and then that holds together with a little magnet in place. Okay, so that's that one. I'm telling you, there's a lot to this. Even though there's 3 signatures, there's a lot. So this one, I am probably going to include a little thing to show you how to open this. Probably like give you a little arrow sticker, but I'm going to include it in your pack of embellishments so that way you can put it wherever you want. But I am going to include a little arrow that kind of circles to open that way. So I'll give you a little something. I'll probably even give you like a couple of options. That way you can add them however you want, like a little sticker that says open and pointing that way, because I always have my kids like take a look at it, or like I always have somebody take a look at it and, go through it, see if you can figure out the interactions and stuff like that. And one thing that kept happening is this trying to get lifted up, and that's not how it works. So but for this part, there's a little flap here that opens, and it's held together with the magnet here. And then you have this side and this side. So you have all these different sides so that you can put photos, anything you want here, okay? Now there is a little bump right here. So I do suggest And I wanted you to be able to pick whatever you want to put right here. There's a little bump because this is being held together by a brad. Um, but I wanted you to kind of pick what to hide. But this slides out like this. So it's another little hidden like chamber of area that you can put whatever you want right here. And then it just closes back up. But it does slide a little. So I may give you a little clip or even add a little other magnet for you here. So I'm going to see. So before you do get it, before it's completely listed, I'll probably add that. And then this one just says Candy Corn Cutie. It's another little tag off to the side here, a little tuck spot that you have. And then we have this side on the third signature. This just flips up like that. And you can add a photo or whatever you want here. This is another little pocket where you're going to find this guy. I'm going to show you the rest of that guy in there because he kind of goes with this other side over here, and you'll see why in a moment. But that just closes like that. And then this is a very cute little pop-up. You can see it like this. It just pops up. It has a few. This is the one thing that I did decorate just a little bit more than most of the other pages because I thought it was too cute, and I had just gotten. I love this little. This is one of my own embellishments that that I kind of got that I have licensed to myself. But I had just gotten this really cute die from Lawn Fawn. It's this really cute moon. It's kind of hard to pick up on the camera, but it's embossed really cute moon. There's a little bat and some. I love this little pumpkin. I mean, this little ghost holding the pumpkin and little pumpkins and stuff. So you can add whatever you want right here. Really cute, and that just folds back down. Now, this little pack here, and I'll show you because I have them opened over here, but you're going to get that pack. What that goes with more is this end part right here. But like I said, you're going to get that, plus you're going to get some other embellishments and stuff like that. But this opens, and this is your little bucket list. So if you want to write something of what your bucket list, your Halloween bucket list, you can write it out right here if you want to. You can add like more of another title over here if you want, you know, whatever you want to add to it in here if you want. But these guys are what's in that pack over there. So I'm going to show you those real quick. So you have candy, movie time, costumes, caramel apples, caramel or caramel, however you say it, Halloween cookies, haunted house. These are all 80-pound acid-free cardstock. Hocus Pocus, so they're nice and stiff. Halloween crafts, scarecrow, corn maze, pumpkin patch, pet costume, Halloween party. Oh, I gotta fix that. Oh, I just saw that. Halloween decor. I will fix that before sending it to you. Carving pumpkins. If you see anything else, let me know. Trick or treat. And then Halloween night. I love this one. It's so cute. But these are your bucket list titles, okay? So the reason I gave you these is this little pop out is kind of meant for your bucket list area. So you have a little other section over here that you can put another little bit of a title if you want to on this side. And like this holds together with a magnet, so it'll hold it in place for you to undo. But this has a little area here. So if you want to, you know, carving pumpkins, you can put your little title there, however you want. Whatever title you want to use. But this opens out this way. You have 2 sheets here. Again, you get to put whatever you want. It opens to 4 areas to decorate. I don't even know if I can fit the whole thing in there. But you have another whole side over here on this side. So you have 2 and 2, and that closes like that. And if you turn it again, you have another 4 here. So you have 8 right there, just of photos that you can add that way all the way through. And again, so that you can put all your different titles that you want to on each one of your sheets, however you want. And then of course, like I said, you're going to also get a set of embellishments that go in there as well. Like I said, some of these embellishments you might find with some other paper designs and stuff like that, but some of these are going to be embellishments that I've created. All right, and then this side, you're going to have 4 more. Well, that's including this front sheet. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 again. So you have 4 here, 4 here. That's 8, and then another 4 over here. So you get 12 altogether areas to do like different bucket list bits. And of course, you know, you have the whole book. I mean, you have plenty of space for that. And then another little plate, because usually, like I said, I put a plate in the beginning, but this time I put a plate at the back. So if you want to date it and, you know, put whatever Halloween year or whatever it is, another little cute tombstone. It's nice and hard, so you can write on it very easily. It's barely squishable. I love this background, by the way. But you get all that. And like I said, that is what is in this little pack here, is this pile. And don't worry, I will fix that before you get it. I already put a note on it. Actually, I'm actually going to write a big thing on it to remind myself that there's a thing that I'm going to have to fix on it. Usually I'm really good about spotting those, and I usually have somebody check them for me before I finish them, and this one I didn't. Let's see, I should have. But that is your whole book. And then there's one part that I really like. I put a little trick or treat because it's just cute. But that is your giant, giant, giant book of fun. I really love this. I love doing these little vignette type of things. They're so much fun. But that would be your book that you get. And like I said, here's the spine. I love the spine. So like I said, these 3 will be on there by tomorrow afternoon on my website. There'll be a link at the bottom for each of the books, whichever one you happen to want. So this one's going to come with its own pack. This one's already ready for this guy that comes with that. This one has everything on the inside except for the ribbon. That will come in like a little pack of itself, and I'll probably end up including something else. So you have 3 different sizes if you want. There will also be packs of embellishments and stuff like this that are already printed for you if you want to buy those. Purchase those separately on my website. Plus, like I said, I was going to do a very quick reshare of this guy. There is a full video flip through of this one, but this is the junk journal versus the mini albums. And really the difference is that these are made for like photos that are a little bit, I don't want to say cleaner, but flatter, easy, simple surfaces that you can decorate a little bit differently than you would a junk journal. Really, that's the biggest difference. I love making both. Sometimes I have a desire to make one. Sometimes I have a desire to make another one. But this is a Witch's Brew collection. Most of the papers in here are from the Witch's Brew collection from Tsunami Rose. There are a few others. I love this ribbon. Got years ago at Michael's. And it is one of those ones that I use in pieces because I love the iridescent different colors that pop out on it. There's like purples and magentas and golds and coppers and sometimes some greenish depending on what area of it you get. And then it has, again, that same really pretty silk seam binding tape to hold things together. See the back. And this is all hand dyed, sprayed fabric cover. You know, and it's definitely junk journal-esque and everything. It has these really cute little charms and things with little definitions for spooky Halloween words. I guess that one's spell. This one is bat. And then, so of course there's like a little bat charm on the end of it. This one just has a cute little pretty charm on the end of this one. This one's cauldron, and it has a cute little cauldron sticking out, and it's in each signature. So this one has 3 signatures. With the pretty lace. This one is not attached, so just so you're aware. I do usually attach my ribbons, but I haven't lately because I kind of like the idea of just unwrapping it and moving it. But this one does have 3 signatures. Again, I like to put a plate. And this one's going to be a quick. I'm not going to pull out everything because I did it on the last one that I recorded for and the same thing. Tuck spots and stuff always have extra embellishments in case you want to use them. Like I said, if you want to see the full flip through, you're going to want to go ahead and open the video. I want to say it's prior to this one or a couple prior to this one. Plenty of areas for tons of journaling, tuck spots, cards. There's everything. I mean, there's shakers in here. I'll show you like one of them, but there's shakers, bookmarks and stuff. So if you want to take them out and use them on other things. This is an elastic bound junk journal. So these can actually be moved around if you want to. There's 3 signatures. You can move them into a different area if you want to. So if you want to switch them around for any reason, tuck spots, more of those, some other bits. Like I said, tons of embellishments to move and change, and as many as possible. I usually try to make tuck spots out of anything that I put in corners. Not all the time, but for the most part I try. Little flaps and things and stamps and more tuck spots. Here's another one. The last signature, and each signature has a color. So there's a purple signature, the black, and then this is the orange. The orange is more like candy and baking and things like that. So this one's all centered around edible-y things, I guess. Maybe sometimes warning you not to eat everything you get because it could be poisoned. But I love this. It's so pretty. I love all the paper and stuff. And I made embellishments. I had asked her to please make some separate embellishments after. So, okay, so that is one thing that will be a little different on the flip through. If you go to check the flip through for this book, that flip through doesn't have all of the extra embellishments that came later because they hadn't been made yet. I actually requested them from Tsunami Rose. So there are some extra embellishments in here that you're seeing now that are not seen in that particular video. So that might be something that ends up being a little fun later on if you end up with this book. I hadn't listed this one yet. I was supposed to list it a long time ago and I didn't get a chance to. Had a lot going on. But this one, if you really wanted to, you could use for your October daily. I know it's a few days in already. But if you do purchase this one this weekend, I will have it out by Monday so that you can get it as soon as possible. And hopefully, I'm going to actually, if you grab it up pretty quick, the minute I see that it's purchased, I'm going to go ahead and label it, print it, and take it over to the post office as quick as possible so it can get to you as quick as possible. I always try to choose priority mail when possible. I try to always include shipping in the prices, particularly shipping is usually included on the bigger books, sometimes the smaller ones. If you want to combine shipping, that's fine. I'll do that too. But yeah, so that's that guy. Now, if you want to see the rest of it, like a little more details, go check out that video. So that's one. That's the junk journal version. This is the giant, very big, chunky Halloween. That one's kind of heavy, I'm not going to lie. The little guy, the little medium-sized one. Like I said, they all end up coming with a pack of something, or they're packed full of stuff already. And as you saw, like this one is really packed. There's packed back here, packed in here. This one's going to come with the set as well. This one has most of it set inside already. I always add a little extra ribbon. Like I said, I always try to add the paper to make your own photo areas and stuff so that you have the matching paper with it. With the exception of this, basically what you see is what you get in this one because everything is usually in here. Junk journals will sometimes come with little bits of extras. Albums usually definitely come with some sort of pack. You're also going to have some embellishments listed, plus a bunch of other stuff that I have not had a chance to get around to listing. In a while, will finally be listed, including things like Halloween stickers and regular stickers, the pens and things that I've made. Lots of pens and cuteness in there that are all handmade. Everything, just about everything that I ever list is something that is handmade and that I've ever made a tutorial about. Just things that I've loved making that I can't always keep. so decided to go ahead and list them on my website. It is misfitcrafterstudio.com. There's a shop. You can also go straight to misfitcraftermenagerie.com. That will take you straight to the shop. Um, but yeah, so if you have any questions or anything, just let me know. If you're watching the replay, thanks for watching the replay. I will list in the description when something is sold. If it's still available, I'll let you know. I am going to be making um, a couple more albums and journals. I am working right now on a pastel album, which is mostly going to feature the paper out of this set. Let me go ahead and move this. So if you're thinking you want a pastel one, just know that one's probably going to be a little bit later on. So it's definitely not going to probably be good for an October daily, but perfect for your album for later, especially if you're doing a pastel Halloween. But that is going to use this Pinkaboo Craft Smart paper pad because I didn't get to use it last year, and I love the papers in this one. And of course, I'm going to be making some of my own embellishments to go with it. I love these guys, but this is what the next album will be made from, which is freaking adorable. I think I missed some of the bottom, but yeah, it's definitely going to be in there. I'm trying to decide what size this one is going to be. It may be another chunky. I'm not going to lie. This one has a lot of cute papers. This one might end up being a big 6x6 chunk because I really would love to put some really cute shaker bits in this one. Don't be surprised. This one actually has an entire spine of shakery bits. Yeah, let's get wicked. Oh my god, this is so cute. I might make two, and we'll see. I might make two at the exact same time, the same way or something like that on this guy. Because this one hasn't really gotten started. This one has like some of its bones picked out, but this is going to be the next one that I do. Plus, I will be doing a junk journal that the spine is made. The outer portion is already made. This is what the junk journal outside will be made with. This is the cover. I love the spine on this guy. I love the spine so much for this one. So if you want more of a witchy gothy junk journal, this is a little preview of what that one's going to be made like. I'm still deciding how this one's going to be bound. Usually I wouldn't like cover the inside already, but when I put mine in, I like to put just a dark. This is probably going to get either a dark blue or black cover for the spine part. It is a little bit of a stiff feel on this one, and I forget why. I think when I was doing it, I slipped on one side, but it'll hold perfectly fine for the junk journal, so don't worry. It just needs some work through, and it'll be perfect. But I really love this paper for this one. And this one is going to have, it's going to have some paper from a paper pad, but a lot of it is actually, let me show you. There are two paper pads that I'm thinking of using in that one. So it may end up being an album, maybe a junk journal. It is likely more to be a junk journal because this one is going to be more pages that I have licensed to the paper, so that if you want, you will also end up with a kit to make something similar. We will see on that one. That one's not going to be totally really Halloween focused. That one's going to be more junk journal gothy style, which are more of what I will be making. But I got the spine out of this Halloween-esque is what it's called from Recollections. I want to say I got this one. This one has to have been from last year because I don't remember buying any of these this year. But some things might come out of here. So we'll see. There might be a whole separate just album with just this. Might be junk, might be Halloween. And I know there's a big debate about what is truly a junk journal, because believe me, there will be junk pieces in it too. Particularly since I've been getting so many advertisements for the election period. So don't be surprised. It's packed full of really redone election stuff. But this was the paper pad really that I wanted to get some bits to go into here. This one's so pretty. It's called Mystic Moon. These are for my witchy more friends, for my witchier followers. How pretty is this? I mean, this one's gorgeous. I love this one. Look at that, the owl with the pretty glowy eyes. Moths and spiders. Look at this, the fortune. Let's see about this one, because this one might even be more of a very large. See, I love this because it has the tarot card bits in here. This one might actually be a very large book. I'm not going to lie. This one might actually be a very large. You could use this for a grimoire type of book instead. This one might be quite a big book. Some of these papers, I like the full effect of some of these papers are awesome. I don't know if you can even see some of what's in here. You see the big old pretty kitty eyes popping out there. I'm not like the biggest fan of cats. I'm never going to lie about that. There's only certain cats that I like. Like, they really have to have a good attitude for me to really want a cat. But my son is very allergic, so we cannot have one in the house. Look at this, so pretty. This is gorgeous paper. And the flowers and stuff in here. I would love this as a wallpaper. I might scan this in so that one day I make this into wallpaper. Crossmar, if you're out there listening, please make that to wallpaper. Look how pretty this is. But yeah, so this one is probably either going to be that or a very large one. So these are the next ones that I'm working on. But this is the very next one that I'll be working on. So be looking out for that. Plus, I'm going to be making some smaller albums. Now, for myself, if you want to catch it later on this one, sorry, but I'm not sharing this one. This one's for me, for sure. I got the Frank Garcia's Prima collection, Luna, for Halloween. And if anybody's seen this one, it's freaking adorable. Witchy theme. All pastel, but this one's for me. You might be lucky and get a couple pieces from here in one of your books. But this one's mine. This one's my Halloween journal for this year for me. It is so cute with the vintagey papers, double-sided. This is the 6x6 paper pad, and there's tags and stuff like that. I might scan these in just so I have some extras for myself later. I have a few, though. I have a few licensed images that are very similar. If this is something you would like to see, if you would like, I am all for the cute, witchy, gothy theme, pastel-y type themes. So I will be making some of my own collections. So if you do want more of that, let me know. But yeah, this one is that set, and if you haven't seen it, it's so pretty. So this is all the big 12x12s, but this one's mine. Sorry, guys. That one's not going to be sold. But yeah. All right, so hopefully you enjoyed that. If you want to pick up any of those, like I said, go ahead and look on my site. Have any questions, go ahead and put them in the comments. Let me know what you think, anything you would change, anything you love, anything you want to see more of. Let me know. And thanks for watching. Bye. Thanks so much.